children. So there's lots of ways to do it, but these are strategies for dealing with those and transforming those heteronormative expectations on board and integrating an alternative life into the world. But you know, how did you deal with bullying or the memories of bullying or whatever? So what we're doing there is externalizing the problem. And the problem, well, there's several ways of looking at it. The problem is phobias, social problems. You're externalizing it. You're saying the problem is not inside, it's outside. And by developing a language where the problem is outside, you separate your client from the problem. Not the client's problem, it's the world's problem. That puts a huge amount of depression away in the situation. And then another way of looking at the grief that often surrounds someone who's young and adjusting to being queer in a world which is dominated by non-queers, is that it's an experience involving quite a lot of grief. It's, and one way of looking at that is it's grief for the life one imagined one might have, and that we won't be having any longer. And some of the rendering that explicit can be a relief, but it's also irreducible. You know, there is something that's lost. We did have a vision of a future at a certain point. And yeah, some reinterpretation and acceptance of admitting that is there can help. But perhaps there's also just a loss we've got to get used to. And how do you get used to it? By talking about life. In the absence of what is missing, by talking about it. You know, that's how people get used to a death. You can think of it as analogous to a death. What happens when someone dies? Friends and relations and neighbours come over for a cup of tea and they start talking about loss, about the man or the woman who's died, and what life is going to be without them, what life is like with them, what the circumstances were of this. That talk is a restoring, you know, is a rewriting the story from the perspective of the absence that is new. And that's what you've got to do when you lose a future, an imagined future. You simply got to talk about losing this future, restore yourself. And yeah, so what I described in this brief perspective is not actually very different from a coming out perspective. It's just another way of looking at it. It's this restoring process is the core, the key to it always. Which means that the question is, what is the easiest way to help people with restoring? One thing is to connect with other queer people. We're going to do it more easily in the presence of other people. There's going to be more chances for the informal exchange of stories with queer people. There is an advantage in having queer counsellors because they'll be more sensitive to the issues. So you will find that quite often counsellors will say, well, it doesn't matter what you counsel, you're perfect. And sure, not automatically insult them, but it truly is easier when you've got a common feeling, a common approach to these issues. You've done that. I've probably never seen